Hello and welcome to this tour of the Duke Divinity School Library website. If you're brand new to Duke Divinity School, I hope this will give you a sense of how our website can work as a portal that will support your future research. And if you're not new to Duke Divinity School, I hope you'll still find this useful and maybe discover some information or features on our website that you weren't aware of previously. So we've worked really hard on this website to get as much useful information and research tools available to you as possible. And I'm going to take you through a little bit of what we've done in 4 stages. First, we're going to talk about this top ribbon here. Second, we're going to talk about this slide carousel. Third, the main catalog search box. And fourth, this series of links and important information down at the bottom. So to start with, this top ribbon has several menu items that might be useful to you and whatever your particular situation is. But I want to just highlight this Ask a Librarian feature, which you can use to navigate to an email form where you can fill out your information and send us your question. This form, once you submit it, will email the entire Divinity Library staff, and we will get back to you just as soon as we can in response to whatever you want to ask us. So that's the Ask a Librarian function up at the top. The second thing I want to talk about is this slide carousel. We use this to sort of make announcements and push particular resources and tutorials out to the community whenever there's something we really want you to know. All of these slides link to the particular page that we're trying to promote. So you can just click on them and be taken to the blog post or research tutorial or whatever page we are trying to tell you about. So that's the slide carousel. Next thing I want to talk about is our main catalog search box, this blue box here in the middle of the homepage. The default option for searching our catalog is the Duke Library's Books and Media Catalog. So that's what it sounds like. If you are looking for books, you just select this option and you can search our catalog by keywords, author, or title of what you're looking for. But there are other options here as well, and I just want to highlight those really quickly. So you can select the ATLA tab to search the ATLA database specifically, likewise the JSTOR tab to search that database specifically directly from our homepage. And if you're interested in those resources and what those searches look like and how to narrow your search results, we've recorded separate tutorials of those, and I would encourage you to check them out. While we're here, I also just want to highlight our eBooks tab. If you are doing your research from home or otherwise off-site, this eBooks tab will limit your search results. Again, it searches the Duke Library's Books and Media Catalog, but it's going to limit your search results to things that are available electronically. So for example, if I search for John Wesley using the eBooks catalog, again, it's going to limit search results by resource type book and access type online. So all of your search results, and again, we got over 1,800 of those, are going to be books that you can access immediately just clicking this View Online button and entering your NetID and password in order to authenticate your identity. So that's eBooks. I also want to talk a little bit about the Search All function. Again, it's what it sounds like. It searches the Duke Library's Books and Media Catalog, but it also searches all of our databases. So ATLA and JSTOR, yes, but it doesn't stop there. All Duke databases get searched using this function. Likewise, all archival materials and other special collections that are listed in our catalog. So let me show you what that looks like if we search for John Wesley again. You are going to get search results again from the Books and Media Catalog. Those are here on the right-hand side. Also articles. Since it searched everything, it's going to give you a lot, possibly more than you can use. We have over 6,000 books on John Wesley, over 200,000 articles that mention John Wesley. There are also some research guides on our website, and there are some manuscript collections and archival material collections. There are images, all sorts of things. So this is a good way to get a lot of resources very quickly, but possibly too many if you're using search terms that are as broad as one John Wesley. Anyway, that is the Search All function. I also want to talk about this list of quick links and important information down at the bottom. Probably the most sought after information is our hours, which currently we have none due to the COVID-19 crisis and wanting to be respectful of social distancing guidelines. This is where our hours would be posted if we had them. We also have links to things that you might find useful as a Divinity student or faculty person. So the Duke at Work website, Duke Blue when you're trying to get on Duke Wi-Fi for the first time, Duke Hub when you're trying to register for classes and see other things about your student account, ePrint when you need to download Duke Print System for the first time, ProQuest, for submitting your Divinity thesis. If you are coming to the end of your program as a THD or DMin student and are ready to submit your dissertation to ProQuest, this is the link for doing that. So we have lots of things that we've just sort of tried to link here to make them convenient and easy for you. Some of the most important ones we've actually put back up top with our main catalog search box. So if you haven't noticed these off to the side before, we have our citation and style guide here. We have online access to the Chicago Manual of Style, for example. That's the sort of default resource for the humanities broadly, and so theology and its subdisciplines specifically, plus the SBL Handbook of Style for the particularities of citing biblical studies resources. So you have these directly linked from this site. We also have a Divinity School citation guide, which our own Judith Hayhoe, the director of the Center for Theological Writing, has put together for us. It's based on the Chicago Manual of Style, and it deals with different kinds of resources, books with one author, books with several authors, books with editors, and shows you how to format those citations specifically, both footnote and bibliography entry. So you're welcome to use this as a reference. We have tried to make it very, very easy to find by putting it, again, next to our main catalog search box. Another link I want to take you to, this is our Divinity e-reserves page. Some of you are already familiar with this. It's updated every semester, and you just look for your professor by their last name, and you'll be taken to a guide that links all of the ebook versions that we were able to find for their required readings. And they're just linked here for your convenience. So you click on any of these hyperlinks and you'll be taken to the book in the Duke catalog where you can log in and read online. So that's the Divinity e-reserves page. I also want to talk about the religion databases link for sort of general questions as you're trying to get started and figure out what databases are going to be useful, what resources the library has to support your work. We've got a couple of research guides that are pre-written to link helpful databases, helpful series of commentaries that we have in the library. Where possible, we've linked the online version since this is an online resource. But we have some of these guides sort of pre-written. So as you're getting started and wondering if there are any databases that store religious images online, the answer to that is yes. And we have tried to link them here for you to get you started on your research. So that's the link to the specifically religion and religious studies databases. We've also got a link here to all of the databases that Duke has licensing and access to. So this is the A to Z list of all of the databases that Duke subscribes to. And if you're looking for a particular database, you can search it by name, but you can also search this list by keyword, because this is one of the wonderful things about doing research in theology is that it's often very interdisciplinary. So your research might have a lot to do with art or with literature or with politics or with history, with the social sciences more broadly. And so although we try to highlight databases that are specifically useful for religion, often we don't want to limit your research resources to that. So for example, if you're interested in art, you can search art, and we've got 43 databases that have some sort of connection to art. Likewise, if you are interested in the history or various cultures of Africa, you can use that as a keyword search and find several databases related there. So you can, you can play around with this and find databases that are going to help you in your research. And we've gone ahead again and linked that in the blue box here. So that's been a tour of the Divinity Library website. I hope this is helpful information for you. And if you have any additional questions, remember this Ask a Librarian link is up here at the top.